Islanders. How about this start for Virginia? A win at 125 from Rocco Hayes, a major decision. Marlon Yarbrough making his return. After a year and a half off with injury, he got in a thrilling 6-5 decision. Now we go on to 141. Ryan, Jack, Gable, Porter. They're no strangers. They wrestled over the summer. We were also intrigued by this matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. They wrestled over the summer at a freestyle event. Different rule set. But Porter came away with a victory. RJ's a much better folk style wrestler. But here's Gable Porter controlling the center of the mat. And RJ's a wrestler that likes to wrestle from space. So you're not going to see a lot of attacks off contact. He's going to get his hands free. There's going to be space between opponents. And RJ's going to shoot.
Ryan Jack, 2024 All-American ACC champ, 3 times an NCAA qualifier, coming off a red shirt last year.
Bit of blood time here, I think.
Blood time.
Porter came out hot. Porter came out ready to wrestle in your face.
See the right brow of Jack bloodied. Porter, last year, went 3-3 in the ACC, lost to Troy Holman by decision. That was at 133 pounds, so he's up to 141. 16-4 on the year is Porter. His only 4 losses, they've all come against ranked wrestlers.
Yeah, this is a big opportunity because RJ's been on a little bit of a skid. He's had a couple losses in the last couple matches, so this is definitely one where Porter's looking to take advantage of.
Cleaned up. Both guys keep your hands cleaned up.
A little bit. This would be it.
Speaking of Jack, also ranked wrestlers. He lost to #1 Jesse Mendez of Ohio State, lost to Joey Olivieri of Rutgers as well. So both these guys have been tested, but looking, and both of them do have a ranked win under their belt already, but looking for a good contest here.
Absolutely.
Jack with that #8 ranking.
Porter very, very aggressive with his hands. See him on Jack's neck, pulling, hard collar ties.
Let him go, guys.
Very physical with his hands. And RJ's looking to move his head, looking to get an angle and fire off his shots here.
Porter, a redshirt sophomore from Council Bluffs, Iowa. 3 times an Iowa State champ.
Hands are physical. Hands are physical here.
Both guys cleaned it up here. Stop the ball in a wrestling match.
RJ's a more finesse kind of pass the head, and Porter's whacking at RJ's headgear. But that's wrestling. There's so many different styles of it, you know. You got to figure out what you're facing, and sometimes being real heavy with your hands is part of your game plan. It's part of how you operate. So no change in that. You see here, Porter's really been controlling the center of the mat and really dictating the contacts. It's always, you know, Porter's making very, very intense, physical, and it's definitely not a style that RJ's used to. Not used to, but doesn't wrestle that same way.
Yeah.
Wrestles very much the opposite.
I mentioned coming off the redshirt year. That was something that Jack wanted to improve a little bit. He felt at times that he started slow, wanted to attack a little more early, but his default is a little more of a patient start to a match.
Yes, patient, casual pace. Can wrestle with anyone. Very good wrestler, but that's not his. If he was to choose how it goes, it is not what Porter's doing right now. I'll tell you that much.
Battle in, battle in.
No leg attacks this first period.
Surprised by that?
Down.
A little bit, but RJ didn't really get an opening, which is good wrestling on his part, right? If you don't have an opening, you're not going to take a shot. And Porter probably had a few openings, but you can kind of tell his game plan has come out, be physical, wear him down, work on him, get him out of his comfort zone, and then execute.
You saw in that graphic the ranked wrestlers at this weight class, and Ryan Jack is the favorite, if you will, going into the start of ACC competition. The highest ranked wrestler, #8. He also already has a win over Tom Crook of Virginia Tech.
Yeah, and Porter's in great position. RJ on his belly, on his hip. 15 seconds in here, Porter's working well. RJ's going to look to control hands and work out. He's experienced, so he knows where he's at. But a good momentum for Porter for sure.
Wrestling with a lot of confidence, intensity.
Very nice mat return by Porter, kind of getting RJ off balance and bringing him backwards. RJ scoring the escape. 45 seconds of riding time for Porter, though.
Center, battle in, all the way in. Battle all the way in. Center in. All the way in.
Porter's best win of the year, 22nd ranked Jordan Soriano of Drexel. That was at the Navy Classic where he finished 5th.
Battle in, both wrestlers, all the way in.
Looking for his first top 10 win of the season.
Heavy hands out of Porter. Club, scrape, underhook, pressure, club, scrape. It's a pattern, but it's a winning pattern for sure. We're watching it out here, and it's controlling the match. Hasn't turned in any points yet, so really at the end of the match it may not matter, but it definitely is something that controls, and there might be a stall call coming too.
Red, you're stalling.
There is the stall warning.
Action. Okay, you have the stall warning.
I've watched this a few times. Let's see how this can happen.
Here we go.
That's why we love having you on the call. Got some experience.
That I do. I've seen it from both angles, on the mat, in the corner, in the stands, at home on TV.
How aware are you of that when you're on the mat? There's a lot going on. You're focusing on the guy in front of you, plus the clock. You're thinking it's.
Okay, here we go. Knees behind, hands in front.
Are you in stall territory? How much can you think of that at all in that
circumstance? No, it definitely comes into mind, right? Like
I might get hit here. I got to be careful.
Yeah, especially if, in RJ's situation, you're treading along that border the whole match. That's got to be in your mind too. But the clock doesn't really, at least for myself, I was never really worried about the clock. I'd have the coaches yell at the time because I didn't want to look up at it.
Not concerned with that.
No, absolutely not. If there's time on it, I'm wrestling hard. You guys can tell me when there's 30 seconds left or a minute, whatever. And RJ giving up that quick escape, so riding time's not a factor in this match, but Porter controlling the match and dictating a lot of things is definitely kind of swinging in his favor. But RJ's one shot away. RJ needs one opening. He knows how to get to the legs, and he's very good when he gets to the legs. He just hasn't found that opening. Porter's been staying in a very low stance. Inside tie, collar tie, not his tie. He scrapes it off. So Porter's been doing a really good match, really good tactics and control here.
Well, you talked about the path for Virginia winning here. And getting off to a nice start, 7-0. Porter in upset territory here. That could swing this duel. They need an upset probably somewhere.
Absolutely, and here's Porter in on the leg, takedown.
He gets the takedown.
Right out of bounds.
5 seconds left.
Very good. Attack from Jack, re-attack from Porter. Quick score out of bounds. They'll start back on top. Right here, RJ with the attack. Porter with the re-attack catches that ankle and runs it down quick right on the line too. Gives him a clean start in the center of the mat. He's only got 18 seconds to the riding time. So RJ needs to really escape, turn, shoot.
1 green, 2 green, 3 green.
25 seconds left.
RJ with the Granby roll to the escape. 15 seconds on the clock. RJ in. Hands locked with 10 seconds. Can RJ pivot this up? And needs to get his head out from underneath, but Porter's got his hands in all the right spots. 2 seconds left. Porter's going to take this one.
Gable Porter with a top 10 win. And Virginia 3-0 in the first 3 bouts.
That was a tough matchup for Jack stylistically, but Porter looked great right from the start. Contact club, underhook, scrape. Everything was Porter's. He was controlling the center of the mat. He was backing Jack up. That was impressive work by Porter.
He improves to 7-1 in duels this year. Does Gable Porter?
Yeah, he was a hammer on the mat tonight. That was impressive. Very physical and dictate the whole match.
And again, we told you NC State's won 11 in a row.
I think it was fresh. I think it just got.
And it has been pretty dominant. You see 322 to 92. Last year in Charlottesville it was 32 to 4. But already a 10